Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're continuing our Lantern Rite festival with the next quest that we need to do. You go ahead and click on that one. It'll tell you what quest you're currently on, the Origin of Lanterns, which will unlock the tower defense game mode for us, as well as unlock this next quest. But I think this next quest might not actually be available till tomorrow. But if you just finished the last quest, which was Zhao's storyline, then when you go to the quest, like it's automatically going to be added into here, the Origin of Lanterns, but you're just going to talk to Ver Goldet right here, so you don't really have to go far.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year? Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingchao Lanterns into the night sky.
What is Mingzhao? Is that another Yaksha, or is that something totally different?
Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You catch Paimon's drift?
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you? We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
I feel like we should go talk to Zhao anyways, but he's probably not even going to be there, right? We'll go upstairs real quick, but he's probably not going to be there. There's no like optional things in the quests usually. Can you freeze this? Kind of. The water doesn't really work how you would expect inside there. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Liyue Harbor. What? Wait, where are we supposed to be going? I assume we just like, once we're there, we're there. It's not like a specific location. Oh, it looks pretty cool. Lots of upside down umbrellas. Okay, we're here. What now? Am I missing something? Is this one of those person is in a different quest? Yup. Okay. Good thing if you run into this situation ever, you can hit this question mark right here. Jianzhu is busy completing the quest pressing deadlines. So then we find pressing deadlines right here. I guess we gotta do this quest real quick, huh?
Next on the agenda.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of these weird friendship quests that I always fail at. Well, he liked that, apparently, though. What if I help him? Ah, yes. Are we done? What? Give the invoice to this person. How far away is this person?
Welcome. Please take a seat.
Plans for the lantern, right? Oh, another friendship quiz. What the heck? That may be true, but I should strive for perfection. Okay, she did not like that. Sorry. Oh no. Well, I don't think I did very well there at all. He's in a completely different spot now? I'm teleporting up there because I don't want to walk all the way to the stairs. Where is he? Oh, he's just right there. Oh, this is a different person. Of course it is. Your names looked similar. I apologize if that's offensive. But I guess one is better than none. As for the other, I'll just have to continue to press them. Regardless, I'm grateful here to take these. Are we done? Okay, we did it. Now we started the origin of the lanterns. Genius. And we got some golden crab. Alright, now we can actually do this quest. What's up with that rock right there? How is it doing that? How's that rock floating? I mean, I guess there are other floating rocks in this game already. So it's not that surprising, but...
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing,
trust me, you couldn't afford it. We can't say that about Paimon, can we? Oh, jeez. But it's that Bolai guy who was just... He looked a lot like that merchant dude, but he didn't sound like him, so it must be like the same model, but a different voice.
Paimon's not for sale!
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it. I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Paimon, don't get lured by the candy.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy.
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the lantern, right? This year's Mingchao Lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist.
Well, the fabled floating city in the clouds exploded to kill the giant octopus demon in the sea, so...
I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome!
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
Yeah, because I definitely want to go there.
So many stalls. Here, there, everywhere. I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it?
I have no idea.
I I did the right thing. Didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the Lantern Rite, aren't they?
You seem very unsure of yourself. Where's Madame Ping? Oh, there she is. She's the lady who lives inside a teapot.
This year's Mingchao Lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. He always was a show-off. I'm sure he will be very pleased.
I have not met Skybracer.
Well, that's
Oh,
the plan.
geez, change of
I
light.
do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountain started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the Adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain. And if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, he then kept on fighting until his blood was drained and his life ran out. Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day, and the blood that he lost in the battle turned into the Bishui River. Whether you believe the story or not, I'm just happy you're willing to listen to me tell it.
I mean, she was probably around during the time, right?
Surely the reason
Not just because she's an old
Lantern
lady,
Rite
but
exists is because
she's something
people
related to an
throughout the
Adeptus.
ages have chosen to come together as friends, rather than stay in isolation. Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom spread to all, and never be extinguished.
Who are we going to next?
Next on the agenda.
Ah, yes. This is the person who made us go do a different quest first.
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the Rite to be used for the Mingchao Lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang Zhou. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Mingchao Lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first Lantern Rite?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival. You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao Lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Mingchao Lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Mingchao Lantern construction.
So, the Xiao Market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao Market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Oh, she was right here.
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Xiao Market. Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who joins in the festivities has a good time.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help. As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
So what if we weren't heading that direction and we just took the document and left? This is not very busy at all.
I don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Woohoo! Paimon'll have... Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking.
What?
Hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later. Come on then, place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too.
I see 3 different dishes here. Whatever this soup bowl dish is, this fish that looks like a pizza, and steamed buns.
Huh? Grilled tiger fish? That's the one Pervasies love to eat, isn't it?
I thought he said he liked ticker fish.
Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
You mean your way of ordering dinner?
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time. Okay, here's your grilled tigerfish. What do you think?
I'm starting to think that last quest just accidentally spelled tiger as ticker.
Delicious. Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
Let's go back to Wangya.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Okay, so how exactly do you say his name? Yin Yan? Yin Yan. It's kind of interesting. Both of their names are pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Ah, so tasty.
Oh yeah? He said that last year too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now. Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao Lantern is for you.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely. But if you're interested in Xiao Lanterns, you can ask Jingming over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Mingchao Lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
Genius.
Now, isn't this lively?
What better lantern for Zhao than a Zhao lantern?
The people of Liyue could build a lantern.
Healthy body.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline.
Nope, it's a
Teach you
clicker.
how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, You don't look like locals to me. Looking to try your hand at making your own? I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao Lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one.
Why does he say it completely different than everyone else? Now I don't know which way is the right way, although I assume that he is wrong because everyone else has said Zhao, and he says Xiao.
I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these and give it a go.
Okay, so at the crafting thing, we're gonna need to know how to make lanterns for the activities, I believe. I have all the materials just because I kind of like already knew where to find them. If you don't know where to find them, the wicks, or no, this is the fiber, not the wick. The fiber you get from just harvesting any plants. Should be pretty easy to find if you find a mint, if you find a berry, if you find like silk flowers, stuff like that. Very plentiful, pretty easy to find. And then the wick material, you can just go kill hilly churls or fatuis. Also, like all this stuff is really easy to find. You just gotta get them. And then this one you can get from harvesting ore or a Geovishap hatchling and regular Geovishaps, as well as stonehide lava churls. I just did it with ore, pretty easy. And we'll go ahead and, what is this button? Oh. Was I supposed to go over here? Click here to view the recipe. What am I doing right now? What the heck? What is this? Oh, this is the stuff that you use to change the upgrades into different things. I assume... Are we supposed to be doing that, or are we supposed to be making a lantern? But yeah, you can change all of your character ascension materials into different materials. So if you have a lot of one that you don't need, you can change it into a different one. And I assume you can just pick a different recipe. So like, first it shows pyro that I'd be using to make these, is this ice? Yeah, this is the ice one. But I could change the recipe to using wind ones if I had more of those. Or I think I have a hydro one, so that's what you would do. But let me go ahead and make one lantern for now, and I'll make more later if we need to.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice.
That was not difficult at all.
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous Mingchao Lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao Market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support the Mingxiao Lantern's construction.
Whoa, so that's how the Mingchao Lantern is built.
Such is the Lantern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build Mingchao Lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received, especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun. Building materials.
This is the lantern.
Yes.
Oh, you get all the materials from doing the quest as well. So I think maybe if you didn't have the materials to build the lantern right there, you could have just exited and then he would have given you the materials to build a single lantern. I think you can just build this at any crafting bench. It just appears to be a normal crafting bench, so. So what are we're going back to Wanya. Didn't we build that lantern for Zhao though? Shouldn't we be going to Zhao?
So, did you find Jingming?
We did! And he taught us all about how to make shell lanterns. Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy lantern, right?
Isn't this lively?
Alright, so now we are done with the origin of the lanterns. I saw this, but I'm not exactly sure what this is. We'll probably take a look at it next time. Well, it's right here. Well, since it pulled it up for us. What is this? It's a quest. So it's just helping Wang Yao with something. So we'll do that at a different time. What about this one? So yeah, this is the quest that won't unlock for a few more days. But now, we can access the market as well. Although I don't think we have enough. We haven't gotten any of these. I think you get these from, yeah, the Theater Mechanicus challenge. So that's what we're going to be doing next time first, is the Theater Mechanicus, because I'm really excited to try that one out. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this first one. Just doing the quests. If you need to know how to make lanterns, you probably figured it out by now. It's not very complicated. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.